Hi, today's quick tip is to spend time with people that you enjoy being with, people who make you feel positive. But more importantly, I've got some tips with you for those times when you have to spend time with people who are a little bit negative or even a lot negative. So that might be someone who is a family member who you really love, but they tend to sort of bring you down a little bit. Or it might be someone that you work with and, you just have to spend time with them. So I just want to share the things that I find really, really useful and that I've shared with my coaching clients over the years and they've found really useful. So the first thing that I want you to do is to accept people for who they are. Okay, so you might not like who they are, but when you make that decision to just say, do you know what? I'm just going to accept this person for who they are, and I'm not going to think about how I think they should be or how they should behave. If they're really negative, that is who they are at this current moment in time, and I am just going to accept them for who they are. So it does take a conscious decision to do that, but it really is quite powerful. The second thing that I want you to do is focus on the positives. Okay, so the person that you are thinking about that is quite negative, what I want you to do, instead of focusing on that side of their nature, I want you to think about things that are positive about them. Okay, things that you really like about them. And again, you might have to sort of dig deep, but really, really try to do this. Even if it takes a few times of being with them, be on the lookout and consciously say to yourself, okay, I'm going to try and find something positive about this person today. And the more that you try and look for that thing rather than focusing on the negatives, the more likely you are to see those positives. Okay, then the third one, I'm reading from my Quick Tips blog post because I wanted to sort of share all of these things with you and just give you a little bit more insight into them. Okay, when people are talking in a negative way, or even if you're watching the news or something like that, if you're watching something on the TV that is negative, then what you can do is just simply say to yourself, it's not my truth. Okay, that's not what I believe. This is not my truth. Okay, and I found that to be really, really useful, especially when watching things like the news. I stopped watching the news for a long time, but I found that I was completely oblivious to things that were going on in the world that I really found important. And so now I watch the news, and if something comes on that upsets me or disturbs me or worries me or makes me feel anxious, I simply say, this is not my truth. Okay, we all know that there are bad things going on in the world, but we can simply just say, this is not my truth, and then focus on the positives. So that's the same when somebody's talking in a negative way and complaining about things, moaning about their life. You just simply say, this is not my truth. You don't say it to them. You just say it to yourself in your head, this is not my truth, and just accept that's who they are. That's what they need to say at that current time. Okay, don't be drawn into it. Don't add to that conversation. Just simply, when you start talking, shift to something more positive. Okay, so those are my top tips for dealing with people who are negative in your life. Okay, and search out the people that are positive as well. I'll see you again for some more quick tips soon. Bye.